This is Michelle Silverman-Bedell from Silversons Realty. Today I would like to speak about buyer representation. Effective August 2024 and later, with court approval in November, per the National Association of Realtors, or NAR, ruling, real estate agents who are members of NARs must have either an exclusive or a non-exclusive right to represent agreement when working with a buyer. This agreement is similar to a listing agreement between a seller and an agent. It must be presented and discussed at the first substantive meeting between the agent and the buyer, unless the buyer chooses not to have representation. Key components of the agreement include start and end date, commission to be paid, scope of services to be provided. Compensation. The agent will receive compensation upon the closing. Commission is negotiable and is not written in stone. It is negotiated between the buyer and the agent. The seller is still, however, able to compensate the buyer's agent, but it cannot be stated in the MLS listing. This can be discussed between the listing and the buyer's agent. Note, the buyer's agent cannot receive any more than what is stipulated in the buyer's agreement. With an exclusive right to represent agreement, the buyer agrees to work exclusively with that agent and not with other salespeople, brokers, or owners. Should the buyer see a property privately, the agent is still protected. With a non-exclusive right to represent agreement, the agent only receives a fee when the agent shows the buyer a particular property. Therefore, if the buyer visits an open house or contacts an owner privately, the agent does not receive a fee. What are some of the buyer's agent's services? Preparing the home for sale, doing due diligence, review building department records such as certificate of occupancy, surveys, open and closed permits, violations, assessor cards, square feet and taxes, and surveys, as well as check for any environmental hazards such as underground oil tanks, asbestos, lead, and mold. Marketing services such as photography, social media, brochures, and printed material is also discussed. Working with an unrepresented buyer. A buyer does not have to sign a right to represent agreement when meeting an agent at an open house. The buyer can choose to be unrepresented. The listing agent must inform the buyer that she represents the homeowner, cannot offer advice on pricing, discuss the seller's motivation, or how to submit an offer. The buyer is encouraged to seek legal counsel. If you have any questions, please call Michelle at Silversons Realty, 914-906-4376. Have a great day and stay tuned for more informational videos.